Yeah, and so now, so you can see, like, when you look at one of these tweets, it'll show you all three of these tweets, and that's, I mean, it's not a big deal, but that's just like, I don't know. I try not to like actually like run onto multiple lines, so uh, I just yeah, I don't know, just I think that's just improves readability. So, oh no, that sound means that the script actually crashed at some point, didn't it? Wait, that's usually what it means. It means we're not getting life signs. What is happening here? I don't get it. Um, why are we? Oh, oh. Okay, so this is really weird because oh, maybe the data thread is like in an infinite loop or something. Because like, okay, so these little life sign messages that we get coming through, these are what prevent the Hong Kong from happening. The Hong Kong happens if we don't get a life sign message from the data thread in like I think it's like 2 minutes or something like that. Usually when we get that, sorry, I'll stop that. Usually when we get that, usually when we get that, it means that we would see a crash here, but it hasn't crashed. Like there's none of that sort of output here. So I feel like it'd have to be. So I'll stop the script. I feel like it would have to be a hang, because like so the other thing is that like we're some of the stuff that like we saw the part where it was like no, it must have been the growth thing. Like the init growth thing must have screwed something up, because like that's the last thing that we see here. Well, no, we do see the action tags. Well, no, yeah, so that was already happening. Yeah, it seems like the data thread just kind of like cuts out as soon as the growth thing tried to happen. So yeah, there seems to be some issue there. I'm gonna temporarily disable Twitter, just because I need to test this now, and I don't want it to be like constantly like spitting out like all the test data and stuff. I mean, we could even delete these because they don't really make sense with the rest of what was going on. So, test successful. We can call that good and stuff. And I mean, we'll want to test it again, I guess, once we get the other stuff working as well. But I don't know. We'll see. Uh, uh, so the reason this game connects to Twitter is that you can play it on Twitter. Like you don't actually. So like if you follow Trusty Bard on Twitter, you don't have to be in the channel in order to play the game. So like that's just because like you know you can't be. Oh yeah, sorry. We can do the sharks again. Sorry, we can do the sharks again. In the when the script comes back. Sorry about that. Here, I'll make that the case. Uh, what is the what is that event called? It's like Merfolk or something. Merfolk, yeah. Uh, next ev. Next ev equals binary slash one offs slash Merfolk. Uh, yeah, I feel bad about like when the script dies in the middle of an event. Um, Sorry about that. And also the script might be a little crashy for a little bit of time because I need to figure out what about those growth things are crashing. But this should uh, yeah, we'll be able to do some things in the meantime. So right, I said I was going to disable Twitter, so it's just the part where yeah, just the so like Twitter or Twitter dot post update. I'm just gonna comment this out. I think. Yeah. And so we just won't tweet that stuff. Okay. just as a temporary thing, so I can get a little more information about what's going on here. So okay, so let's say like bonus you or like some adventures find a seashell Excelsior. Again, Trusty Bard doesn't do anything. What the heck? So yeah, huzzah, some adventures find a seashell that shows up on screen, but Trusty Bard doesn't say anything. And is it testing? The data thread is now stopped. So what the heck? All right, so I mean, it must have something to do with init and growth, right? Because that's the last thing we see come through. So init-ing growth, yeah. This is on the data thread, right? Yeah, this is where we activate it. So, oh, okay. So I'm guessing it's this, right? Here's a while loop, right? While the length of plist is greater than p count. Well, the length of plist is greater than p count. Eligible list dot append. Wait, what is plist in this case? Eligible list dot append plist p count. Process XP gains equals. Wait, what? The player list is the list of keys in the player dictionary. The player count. Oh, yeah. While the length of. Oh, player count equals random dot random. No, it's supposed to be plus equals random dot random. Yeah. Right, so it was just getting stuck in an infinite loop. Okay. Cool. So that should be fixed. Okay. Again, so it was just never resolving. It never made it down to the part where it would say it and actually, like, process stuff. Although if it had ever broken out of that loop, like, it would have given, like, so much experience. It would have just been, like, it would have given, like, basically infinite experience to, like, a bunch of players. And it could have broken out of that loop if the player list dipped down in size. That would have been funny. You missed it. You missed infinite amounts of. Oh, sorry. Solomaz, let me bring the script up again real quick because Trusty Bard can't hear you right now. Excuse me. And then I mean I can even just link it manually. Yeah, the Twitter command works whenever. The Twitch command only works when Trusty Bard is paying attention. So he'll be back in just a second. And if you don't feel like doing it again, I can just link your accounts manually. All right, so that's fixed. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this should be broken in more places, but maybe not. There's a init growth, and there's also just like regular old growth, I think, is like another one. And okay, this one did correctly have it as plus equals, so this one already worked fine. Okay. Cool. So save that, and then so now if I restart the script, how long has it been since I restarted the script? It's probably been long enough. All right, so I'll restart the script. We can play with sharks, and hopefully the bonus stuff will work too. So activate away mode. So bonus not some adventures. So some adventures find a lovely seashell. It's lovely this time because it works. Yay! Some adventures find a lovely seashell. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna drag the graphics real quick. Just put them in place. They're gonna look weird for a second, but sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so let me undo that Twitter thing because I don't want to leave that. What is it? It's post update. Yeah. If I left this deactivated, then it would never tweet again. That would be sad. Was there anything else that I like tweaked? Oh yeah, the sharks quest. Let's put this back to how it's supposed to be. teleport not to the ship, but to d-env name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Hmm. Is this right? Action tags. Huh. Did it? What? Oh yeah, right. Okay, because it doesn't. Yeah, no. I was like, why is it saying 000? Like, we have player participation, but it does. It always shows 000 until mid time. So if after mid time, it's still showing. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So now urchins. Yeah. Okay. So uh, I I slam, my face into the bowl of urchins. Uh, Bam. Helping. I don't know if that's the traditional way to eat urchins, to just like motorboat it, but that's what I'm going for. Uh, okay. um, cool. So now everything's working and great and perfect forever. Or at least for right now. All right, so I'm gonna call this fixed now because that actually worked for a while. We just had to fix that other thing. Archery outcomes based on individual shot counts. Oh, I should probably initiate an archery event. Yeah, just in case I like left a bug in there. So after we do bow archery. I don't like doing bow archery. Archery on a boat is like, it just looks really dumb. But it should still work. So yeah, we can test bow archery after this. Uh, so let's also look ahead and see what comes next, right? What are we gonna do after boat archery? And tweet priority queue for quest tweets over level tweets. Because of what we saw about how the level tweet queue already uses a different queue, like, because those were the two that I was specifically concerned about. Like, those are the two that'll happen fairly often. Uh, Yay. So tweet. Yeah, it's not that I might never do this. It's that I don't have the urge to do it now. So I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Spontaneous guest jamming. Yeah. So I know there are like things that I want to do that are big, and so. Oh yeah. Wait. Uh. Oh, whoops! I put this back on the wrong list. This goes here because it's done. I put it back. I think I put it back on the micro list for some reason. Um, Yeah, so maybe I'll do a few more little tasks because, like, I know when I bite into these things, like I know spontaneous guest jamming is going to be like this, like, complete mess of like new tasks that start popping up like here and there that I don't even understand yet, or I can't even like fathom at this point. So that'll be fun to look forward to. And then a perfect circle. This is the spell casting thing that I want to do. That's like as big as archery. It's not quite as big as archery because like archery laid some of the groundwork, and so we won't have to do quite as much in terms of setting it up, or like the path will be a little bit clearer, so it probably won't take 2 weeks to do. But there's a lot of work involved in that. Modular environment, and then so then there are other things, and then I don't know. Conditional dice rolls, environment gifts, trusty prompts for voice. Oh yeah, okay. The trusty prompts might be kind of like part of what we need for spontaneous guest jamming. Like basically we need to convey more information to the players in order for spontaneous guest jamming to work. I think. We'll see. Alright, so building interior. Yeah. Recent events queue up. Nah. Alright, so this is like the level of stuff where like, yeah, technically I guess I want to do that at some point. But persistence event, yeah. New event types. Wow, yeah. No, this is okay, this is like, yeah, vignettes. Oh yeah. No, I know what that is. Alright, this stuff is comedically unimportant. So I'll just ignore that. Participation doesn't process stacked inputs like player take. Oh. 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 Ah. Nope. I don't care. I mean, I might care someday, but just not today. Oh shoot! I was supposed to activate archery and I did not. I'll do it after this event. Replace archery long view with split view. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I think I might just stop caring about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll want to do it at some point, but I'm going to put it in limbo for now, because like I don't have any specific plans to want to do it. Not only do I not have any specific plans to do it, I don't have any specific plans to want to do it. What strategy does the current multi-scoring imply? Yeah. I kind of want to look into this because, like, I think there might be... Well, I'll do link bonus badge awarding first because that is a little more straightforward. Is it, though? Wait. Link bonuses badge awarding. What does this mean? Oh. Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold on. So... Oh, weird. I don't think this is actually such a small task. I think it's kind of like annoying and big. I might not want to do it actually. Well, so basically, like link bonuses badge awarding. Is link bonuses actually what it's called? No. What is it actually called? Linked bonuses? Yeah, linked bonuses. So when we load in a player, we load in their bonus data. But then we also, if their accounts are linked, then we also load in the bonuses from their linked account. So, I don't think I want to do this. I think I just don't care. Do I care? No. It's one of those things that's gonna be like it's gonna do so little, but it's gonna take like I don't know. This is kind of like how I felt about some of this other stuff yesterday. But let me see if I can muster the the will within me to work on this. Oh, also the art is still temp on those giant stars like that that live on the action tags. So I'm gonna maybe I'll do that instead. Clean up action status stars art. Maybe we'll do this first instead. Yeah, I'm gonna put this back over here for now. What strategy does the current multi-scoring imply? I'll probably look at that one now-ish. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Okay. So, yeah, the action set of stars. Alright, this should be pretty easy. I'm not going to do tons to it. I just want to make sure that the lines are a little bit smoother, a little more polished. Yeah, because right now they're just a bit fuzzier than most things are. So, where's a good color sample? Here, maybe? So I'm basically just gonna go over these lines and make sure they're looking okay, I guess, basically. I don't want to change, I whoops, I definitely don't want to do that. I don't want to change the shape of the star, because, like, stars are hard to draw freehand. They're like one of those things like circles that's like, it's really easy to draw, like, it's really easy to just like do like that's a star and that's a circle, but like when you actually are trying to draw them like so that they like have like a nice shape and like look well formed, like it's really difficult for me at any rate. It took me a while to get it in the first place, like the temp or like the smaller art version that I scaled this up from. I don't even know like exactly what I want to do here in terms of like how to treat like the bigger shape. Do I literally just want to make it a bigger version, or do I want to like change how the detailing works, and like how do I do like the line width of like the this outline? Like, do I want to uh do I what was I talking about? Do I want to yeah, do I want to make it more intricate, or do I want to make wow, do I want to just be able to draw this line like at all? Like oh wow, my hand is like not obeying right now. It's like you want to draw like a weird squiggly bad line instead, and it's like no, I just want to draw the regular line. Um, Also, I'm noticing how like lumpy these legs are relative to each other. Like they're not symmetrical, which is fine, I guess. It looked okay. Like I never noticed that until like I looked at it up close right here and tried to like redraw the line. But it's the little things. Oops, that's the wrong color. Um, yeah. Okay, so I'm working on art. So if you've seen the stream before, you know that this is a great time to ask questions because I'm just gonna keep working on art and I'm gonna get really into it and I'm gonna stop talking and it's gonna take me a moment to realize it, and so there's just gonna be like spots of like dead. We're so there's no event happening right now, so I'm gonna call it an archery event. Sorry, just real quick, before I forget. So like uh, you cross a band of scurrilous pirates. No, actually, you don't cross a band of scurrilous pirates. You encounter a I don't know, what's the context for this boat archery? Um, you encounter a small crew of of uh, uh, veteran soldiers. Uh, I only have two archery events so far, and one of them is an archery contest. I always want it to be an archery contest, but I. So you encounter a small crew of veteran soldiers, uh, uh, who whatever. It's gonna be an archery contest. I don't care. A small crew of veteran soldiers who offer you a hefty reward if you can impress them with your archery skills. That's probably line break. Nope. Alright. No, that's fine. Okay, so it inserted like a blank character before the first line. I don't think I care about that because it'll probably trim it out automatically as well. But yeah, whatever. Alright, so I've never actually tried this before. Create event. Create event. It didn't work. Why is it not working? Invalid number of action tags? It's an archery event, you jerk. Create event. Oh, no, that's not the command. The command is archery. Yes, right. Create event. There we go. Alright, archery time. Alright, I'm gonna say that's left steady. Left steady. Because like the wind is blowing to the left, or the wind is blowing to the right, so we have to account for that. But also, we're pretty close to on target, so we don't want to overcompensate. So we'll go left steady. Wait, why does it go left right steady? It should go left steady right. For one thing. Interesting. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Huh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna fix that real quick. I never noticed that before. Yes. So, right, and that's because, no, I don't know why that was. An oversight, I think. Alright, let's see how I did. Did I... Alright, didn't get a near miss. Or a near hit. And I didn't get a miss, so I must have gotten a bullseye. Hey, so far so good. Yeah, bullseye, 100%. I'm pretty good at this game. I don't mean to brag, but, you know. Alright, so this one has got to be... Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to say left. It might be left steady again, because we're, like, close to the center. But we're not, like, on it, so... I'm going to say left. Okay. And then, I guess I shouldn't get, like, all bullseyes. Maybe I'll intentionally, like, whiff the next shot. And that way, this is why I don't like archery on the boat, because we're shooting through the doorway, which is dumb. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. That's how pirate archers do it. That's how boat archers do it, so... Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that there was a epilogue happening in the middle of this event. Whoops. Oh well. Anyways. Okay, so I didn't whiff. Okay, I got another bullseye. Yay. I'm really good at this game. I don't mean to brag, but... Alright, so, right, so I'll whiff this one completely. There's a light wind to the right, and we're off to the right, so I'm gonna say right, and there's no way I'm gonna get this one. If I get a bullseye again, then that's terrible. That's terrifying. Alright, what was I doing when I got distracted by that? Oh yeah, I was working on the art. Yeah. So yeah, I was before I got distracted, I was just saying how if anyone has questions, now is a great time to ask questions, because if I'm not answering questions, I'll tend to like run out of things to be saying, and I'll just kind of like stop talking. Not intentionally, it's just, I don't know, I just get really focused on when I get focused on art, it's just not a verbal part of my brain, and so that part just kind of like peters out. It's like on Star Trek when they like divert powers to like main thrusters or whatever, or like I'm basically as I like leave up. Okay, I missed. I didn't miss by as much as I thought I would. That's weird. I should have missed by way more. I should have been way off. That's weird. But let's see what it says for the outcome text. Wait, why does it still say left, right, steady on screen? That's not right. Oh. Does the event just not conclude naturally? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, conclude event. Is that not going to work either? I have a conclude event button, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything either. It looks like the archery events that I initiate through my secret control panel never get scheduled to terminate. That's fun. Why would that happen, though? I wonder if it has something to do with getting interrupted by the, No, I don't think it would... I don't think this would get caused by the, Well... Oh, okay. I guess if it crashed, that would explain it. Yep, totally just crashed. Great. Alright, hold on. Alright, so that would explain stuff. It's probably just that it crashed. So where did it crash? With open participation... List index out of range. Oh, it's because I deactivated Twitter. Yeah, it's because I had Twitter deactivated. All right, so yeah, I'll just test this again once I'll just test this again once we bring back the script. Yeah, it crashed trying to like save the participation data because since there was no tweet, since it never tweeted since it never tweeted, I should fix this so that so that it doesn't assume the existence of this thing. So it'll just be it'll be what, if tweet ID is index 0, so participation, yeah. So if the length of participation list index participation current ID blah 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 tweeted, excuse me, sorry. So if actually, I guess there's a lot of this stuff that we only have to do in the case of participation. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to put this conditional here. We're going to put that we're going to say if current participation ID is greater than 0 and original, and the length of tweet IDs is greater than 0. Because if there are no tweet IDs, then we don't have to save this data, and that'll stop us from hitting this snag every time we just don't have Twitter working. Or if Twitter doesn't work for any reason, right? If the tweet just fails to post, or if Twitter's just down or something. I don't know. Yeah. So cool. So we'll restart the script in just a moment. We'll test archery one more time, and I was gonna say it should be working, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it does. No, not clone stamp tool. So I have a question for you guys then. Maybe. Hold on. Let me think of a question for you guys. What is your favorite part about dev streaming? In any regard. For people out there who broadcast, what's your favorite part about broadcasting? And for people who are viewers and connoisseurs of the medium, what is your favorite part about watching dev streaming? I'm curious about this because I don't know. I know what I like, and I guess I kind of always assumed that what I like about it is the normal stuff, or the stuff you're supposed to like about it. But also, it occurred to me that I also don't see eye to eye with a lot of people who dev stream and a lot of people who are into dev streaming, and so I'm starting to wonder if it's not just maybe I just have atypical viewpoints. So I'm curious to hear what I mean, I get a sense just from dev streaming what people respond to and what people find boring, but I don't know, I'm interested to hear not just because I see those reactions every day just from dev streaming, but I never hear the why of it. And people never say I find this disinteresting because, or this is my favorite part because. So I don't know. I guess I'm just curious to find out about that. I don't consider myself a dev streamer. I mean, I acknowledge the fact that yes, I spend gratuitous amounts of time dev streaming, but I never think of it as what I do. I still always think of myself as a game developer who just happens to dev stream. So yeah, as a result, I don't tend to spend super much time dwelling on these issues. I it's a passing thought. Oh, I wonder what people like about dev streaming. I wonder what people find most interesting about dev streaming. But I never actually put in the legwork to actually figure it out, and I never make decisions about what to do based on what people would like in terms of dev streaming. I always make my decisions based on what's good for the game, and then I don't know. I mean, I'm not being intentionally dense or belligerent. I mean, ultimately it's the game. Ultimately, if I'm making a good game, I think that'll make for more interesting dev streaming than if I'm not making a good game. If I make a bad game just to make, I don't know, just to pander to whatever whims might be hot, and the popular dev streaming fad for that day. I don't know. I feel that would be less entertaining overall. I don't know. I feel I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily I don't think yeah. So I don't mean to say that the finished product is the only thing that matters. But I think if I took that approach to it, I wouldn't be thinking of myself as a game dev. At that point, I'd be thinking of myself as a streamer who, just happens to be making games. So at that point, the game would be secondary to the entertainment. or rather like the game would be the secondary form of entertainment, the stream would be the primary form of entertainment, and I just tend to think of it the other way around. Um, oh, cool. Yeah. Uh, wow, that got answers. Thank you, everyone, for answering. Now let me get distracted briefly while I read over those. Um, okay, yeah. So a lot of what people are saying are like the things that I like about dev streaming too. I guess it's just good to hear because I don't know. Like sometimes I wonder like, am I missing something? Like, is there like some like major point that I just like has gone like completely over my head? Which I don't think is necessarily the case, but it's good to stay connected, stay in touch with like well, I mean, yeah, I mean like so one thing that I like, oh, so yeah, like I was saying, I was I'm always like super proactive about like, you know, trying to like, you know, stay ahead of the trends or whatever on like what's happening with like dev streaming or whatever. But I do like feedback, so you know, to the extent that that people have like you know, I want to see this. I want to see like so like actually one thing that I'll do from time to time. I actually got out of the habit because like no one ever answered the question. Is like sometimes like I'll have like an art task I can work on, or a programming task I could work on, or a design task I would work on, and I'd often be like, "What do you guys want to see me work on? Would you rather see programming now? Would you rather see art? Would you rather see design?" And like the reason I stopped asking that question is because no one ever answered it. Like for me personally, like that's the question that I wish dev streamers asked more often. But I did just like it like completely landed with a thud, like literally every time. Like no one ever said like, "Oh, I want to see this." I would always be like, "What do you guys want to see?" And then I'd just sit there for a second, and then I'd be like, "All right, fine, I'll just do this." Which is I don't know. That was like I guess that was like one of the things that like made me think like maybe I am like disconnected from like what's interesting, or like, you know, maybe I have like a completely different concept of like what this is about, like for me personally versus like what other people consider this to be about. But I don't know. I the thing that people, or the thing that had been said, like when I brought up the issue, or like when I like one day I was like, why do people have like literally zero interest in like what I do on the stream? Like why do people watch the stream if like no one cares whether I'm working on like this or this? And one thing that was said is that like, I forget who said it, but someone was like, well, you know, we just want to, you know, I'm just interested in seeing like what you'd be working on. And like the thing about that, I don't know, and I guess like maybe this wasn't clear up front, was that like, I mean like I do the programming, I do the art, and I do the design for this entire project. So like it's really not a matter of like whether I'm going to do something, it's just a matter of when I'm going to do something. And like there are some people I think that like come really close to watching like literally every minute of this stream. Hey Frodo's President, how's it going? But I don't expect anyone to like watch literally every minute of the stream. So like hypothetically, I would be doing like the things that people find interesting at like the times that people would care to watch. But yeah, I don't know. Also, yeah, when I work on art, I tend to zone out of chat too, which you might have noticed. Which is that does not pair well with the fact that I had been asking questions earlier. So I should take a quick moment to catch up on chat as well. Because I didn't see any red text, so people weren't using my name, but that doesn't mean people weren't necessarily talking to me. So, all right, I'll save that. I don't know how this is going to look in game, but I'm going to see how it looks in game, and then I'll probably adjust accordingly. I think I made the light outline too light, or yeah, because like I thought it looked okay previously, and it wasn't nearly as light previously. So. All right, so hold on, let me just catch up on chat real quick. So the answers to the questions: mainly seeing a project make progress over time and suggest features when they're actually an actionable stage of the project. Like to see how other people work, what tools do they use and stuff. Some are just 1 hour a week dev streams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's actually an interesting point, Legendary, because there are very different definitions of dev streaming. Like there are very different definitions of like what streaming can mean, and like in dev in particular, I think that's like especially especially true. Yeah, like uh, yeah. So I like being able to connect and talk with someone who knows their stuff, and it's fun to hang out and chat with other like-minded people. Um, uh, all right. Well, thank you guys for the feedback. I yeah, I don't know. I guess I guess like maybe this is like representative, just like game development itself. Like game development is really broad. Like whenever like one common question is like how do I get into game development or how do I start with game development? And I can never answer that question because there are too many answers to that question. Like if someone asks me like how do I get started with game development, in order to answer that question, I literally need them to answer the question of like what do they plan to do? Like what type of game development do they plan on doing? Like what what sort of game development do they want to be getting into? So I'm admittedly just not very helpful when that question comes up. All right, I was gonna just adjust the brightness contrast of the entire image, but I think I can't be that blunt. I think I have to try and like subsection kind of just this outliney area. I don't know how well this is gonna work either, but let's give it a shot. Do. Yeah. Do. I'm just trying to like tidy it up a little bit. I don't know. This might just not work out very well. Or maybe it'll be fine. Maybe I don't actually even need to be changing it that much. Actually, why do I keep changing the contrast? I can probably just leave the contrast where it is and lower the brightness. Actually, that might be okay. No, yeah, I have too much of the inner darker area. Because it's making like a even thicker, darker line on the inside. So let's try that again. Whoa. Okay. Let's just reduce the tolerance a lot. Yeah, that might be better. Actually, maybe even slightly less. I probably don't have to worry about this as much as I am. Oh, you know what I could do is I can do like baby steps. Instead of like taking like one big selection and changing it by a huge amount, I can do like smaller sub-selections. Because that doesn't look good. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's start with like a broader selection. So like 50%, adjust brightness and contrast. But let's only drop it down by like 10, like minus 10. And now let's deselect, and then let's select with like less tolerance, and drop it down by another 10. How's that looking? All right, that's a little better. I'm gonna call that good for now. Okay, and I can always clean it up later. Yeah. So for these other stars, I might just instead of redrawing these ones, I might just do what I did in the first place. Wow, that one's looking especially lumpy and weird. I might just copy, paste, image, no, not image resize. I'll use these tools to make it a little bit shrinkier. Actually, let's do this on a separate layer so that way I can, because I don't want to overall change like what the image is. I just want to get it back to how it was basically. So a little bit smaller. Just peeking out on a little too many of the edges. So yeah, something like that, I guess. And then yeah. So basically, all we did to get it like that was to not brightness contrast. Hue and saturation first. We just dropped out all the saturation, and then we changed the brightness a little bit. We upped the brightness a little bit. Yeah, we made it a little bit brighter, I think. Layer 2. Brightness contrast. I'm going to up the contrast a little bit too. Or maybe just the contrast. I don't know, something like that, I think. That's pretty silvery. Alright, so let's get rid of that and save this. Did I save this one yet? Yeah, save that one. Uh, well, let's see how these look. I think this was based on the Silver Star, so yeah, yeah, alright. They still look pretty similar. Oh, the question mark. It's not a big deal, but it's like a little too far down for my taste. I might just redo this whole Dark Star. I don't know. It's fine for now, though, I guess. Yeah, okay, so let's do this again. Copy, new layer, paste, swap these around. Doo-doo-doo. What did I do? Did I stretch it too much or squash it too much? I think I just changed the shape of the legs, which is why the shape of the legs doesn't line up quite right. Alright, now I'm gonna just move this over here because I want to get the I like the bronze color that we ended up with eventually, so I want to try and get that as close as possible. So hue and saturation, I'm pretty sure. I think we dropped some of the saturation out. We turned it more reddish. And, oh, we must have, like, dropped the lightness or something. Or no, maybe we did that with the brightness and contrast. No, we did even less saturation, right? Yeah. And then maybe a little less lightness. Yeah, it's close to this, right? Maybe a little less saturation. No, seems okay. Uh, Actually, instead of adjusting the lightness here, I think I'm gonna, this seems to be, like, on track for, like, what the saturation and the hue are supposed to do, so I'm pretty sure the rest of the brightness and contrast I did over here. So, like, I might actually want to do slightly less saturation. And you know what I should do is I should have the original star image open, not this squishy, stretchy version, because this one got like a little fuzzy when we were like stretching and squishing it and stuff. Nah, it's not going in the right direction. All right, yeah. Actually, so instead of trying to figure this out, let's open up art energy level 5. Oops. Copy. Let's put this on here too. Yeah. So this is like what it got scaled up from. So I don't know, just for more slightly more clear reference. Brightness contrast. So yeah, we definitely need less saturation. So actually, yeah, undo, paste. Okay, so adjust, deselect, layer 2, adjust hue and saturation. Yeah, less saturation. And then now let's try adjusting the brightness and contrast, and yeah, we can probably get it pretty close now. Yeah, that's looking better. Yeah, that's pretty close. Maybe a little more contrast. This is the middle color. It's the color in the very center. It's like, I don't know. Alternately, when I'll look at it and it'll be like, oh, it's too dark. Wait, no, it's too light. Wait, no, it's too dark. Wait, no, it's too light. So, I'm trying to get that right. This is probably pretty good. And I mean, I shouldn't just be comparing it to that other color. I should also just be thinking in general, like, what of this do I like? What of this looks good to me? So, yeah, I think something like this looks fine. So let's get rid of that and then save this. Okay, these should be better. Cool. Oh, the script has been down for like years, huh? Yikes. Whoops. Oh yeah, because I haven't tested the archery thing yet. Uh, so let's bring that back up. Uh, and then let's test archery real quick. Yeah, so the command to have archery is so archery. I'm just gonna do archery because also just archery. Wait, I changed the order of these things. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's crashing. Hold on. Sorry, what's this about? Oh. Oh, it didn't like that I tried to tweet a blank tweet. Okay. That's fair. Um um so so if the length of item is greater than 0 and the length of item index 0 is greater than 0. Yeah. Because if if this is blank, then we don't have to tweet out a blankness. So uh um so let's save this. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart the script. I was like, it's the IRCs didn't have enough time to cool off, but I'm just gonna uh oops archery what what did it crash again already? What the heck? How did it crash again already? If name in gambit set, local variable gambit set reference before assignment. Your face is referenced before assignment. Shut up. Nah. What? Get. What do you mean gambit set reference before assignment? Shut up your face, gambit set reference before assignment. That's not possible. Gambit set gets set way the frick up here. And it says it's not set. Oh. Is it just because it doesn't know that that's the gambit set that we're talking about? Oh. We're probably not... Yeah, we probably have to say like global gambit set or something. Global... Wait, hold on. Gambit... gambit set, so event set. So where do we do global event set? Yeah, we'll just put it here. Global gambit set. How did that bug just now come up? How did that bug not come up like a million times previously? Like I didn't change. We did all the gambit set stuff yesterday basically. So weird that it chose now to surface, but whatever. All right, so archery salsa. Alright, so Twitter didn't crash. Trusty Bard just said hark, but it's archery time, so whatever. So let's say left left steady. It might just be steady. But there's like a leftward breeze, or there's a rightward breeze, and we're off to the right a little bit. Yeah, wait, why are these action tags not in the correct order yet? I could have sworn I changed that. Oops. Well, I did change the... Oh, here we are. Yeah. No, it's because I put this in the wrong order. Right. So, is this not the thing that I changed last time? I don't know. Whatever. Oops. Save that. So that has to be the one that affects it. Where's the last one that I changed? Oh, I changed this one, which apparently did nothing. I guess just for consistency, I'll keep them in order. Yeah. So left, steady, right. Not instead. Instead, E. Left, yeah, that's fine. Blah, blah, whatever. Okay. Oh. Does archery actions actually get used for anything? Because we used to have up down as possible actions. Oh, I haven't been shooting. Oops. Thank you, Red Assassin. um. Yeah. Whoops. I was not paying attention to shooting. I should be better at that. Yeah, archery. I think there's like a little bit of a learning curve to it. I think. Yeah, like I mean, the commands are pretty simple. Like, basically, the way it works is that you can aim left or right, and the steady command is basically like to dampen the movement. So like, if you just do left, you swing way to the left. Hey, you got a bullseye, so clearly you know what you're doing. So like here, so here we're like kind of on target, but then there's like a slight rightward wind. We're off a little bit to the left, so I'm just gonna say steady, because I think we don't really need to re-aim, because we're kind of already like the position of our bow is kind of already offset relative to the wind. So like if we just hold our bow steady, then like we could be good. I might be wrong. We might need to adjust slightly to the left, but I don't know. I think steady might be the right choice there. And then yeah. So basically, you have like 5 different options: like left, left steady, 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 or right. And so basically, it's not a super complicated game. It's just it's like I wanted something that felt very different than what you do during an event. During an event, it's like, here's how we strategize. Like, let's try and, so and so, whatever. Uh-oh. Oh, I must have been off. I don't think I couldn't have been way off. So we probably got close to the target, hopefully. But, shoot. Whoa! What? No, we were not that far off. Shut up. Okay, that's got to be just like a bug, right? All right, so the perfect sharp shot like hit 60%. Like that part seems okay. Like that part actually seems correct. So I guess that's good, right? But for that last one, like no, steady. Like even if steady didn't give us a bullseye, it shouldn't have gotten. We shouldn't have been way off. We should have gotten at least nice marks for that. So that's weird. And apparently so if, huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Apparently, like I must have gotten way off the first round of shooting too, because it said perfect sharp shot 40%. Those were that was protospasms and my Oh no, wait, hold on. Wait a second. How did it get 40-60? That would imply 5 shots had been fired. But I only fired 2 shots. Oh, and Protospasm fired 3 shots. Okay, so yeah. So that is correct. Okay. Huh. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like that. I still feel like, no, I feel like that 60% at the end there, that, or the misses at the end there, that couldn't have been right. That something's wrong with that. I don't know why something would be wrong with that, because like most of the Archer math is pretty straightforward. But maybe some of the data is getting like sent through incorrectly. Like maybe it's like what's showing up on screen is not corresponding directly to the actual like data driving the data driving the actual like system, the underlying system. So like event status, event status 2. Let's look at these event status 2 messages. So yeah, each time it sends through the same data. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, what are these 0, 185, 70, 0, 147, 72? What are these about? I thought it was just going to be sending the same data through each time. But no, what is that message? Event status? What are the event status messages for archery? What is that data that they're sending through? Uh, Screen string? No, that's not. That's not it. No. Where is it? I must have passed it. It must have been one of those. Oh, this is archery. No, this is just no, that's just at the start of the event. Uh, Setup data. So wait, hold on. Event status is 1. Intro string is blank. New characters is blank. Super type. Okay, so it's setup data. Yeah. Why is the setup data changing between rounds of archery? Like, that seems weird, right? It should be the. What? Hold on. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, so we sent setup data through the first time. And then. Oh, is it another archery event? That's fun. Uh, Alright, well, I might as well try it. Um, I might have missed, like, all of it. I think I at least missed the first 2 rounds. If not literally all of it. Actually, I'm gonna let it run. I'm just gonna let it run. Just to make sure that that works. Alright, so yes, okay, so for event mid-time, we don't pass any through any additional things. But for archery, we do. We pass through. Oh, AO round results. Oh, yeah. Right, okay. So that's normal. It's just very different data. It looks like similar data, but it's just very different. Why was there no event status 1? Or was there? Oh no, I guess it wouldn't be lit up like this. Event status 1. Okay, so here's what. Yeah. This is what. Oh, wait a second. Huh. So when Trusty Bard said "hark" to initiate that archery event, he didn't say the thing about you can for each round you can aim left and right instead of your bow, pick up to 2, which is weird because I think he should have said that. Um, um, so okay, all right. So the wait, low. The competition is fierce. Both sides deliver a respectable volley of arrows. Why did that turn out to be the outcome? That should not have been the outcome. That's the middle outcome. It should have been the low outcome. Alright, so there's more things to look into. um. Whoa, wait, no. Oh yeah, okay, so for each round you can aim left, right, blah, blah. Steady your bow. Whoops. Uh, Pick up to 2. Archery, so. Yeah, here are those values. 1.4 blah blah blah, 0.3. Look at those numbers. Oh. So, um, weird. So these are the offsets This is like how close to the target we are, if I recall correctly. These are like the these are like the where's the setup data? Or yeah, so for the setup data, first we tack on the oh, wait a second. So yeah, we're picking. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so the archery offsets, right? So we're just picking random numbers for the archery offsets. For the first chunk, it's anywhere from like point, it's anywhere from like 2.5 to negative. No, it's anywhere from 1.5 to negative 1.5. Yeah, and then right, because it's random times 3 minus 0.5. Wait, what? Wait, wait, what? Times 3 minus 0.5? Shouldn't it be times 3 minus 1.5? Why is it time minus 0.5? That seems weird. Uh, hmm. Is that? That seems really weird. Random dot random times 3 minus 0.5. That would be on a scale from negative zero point 0.5 to 2.5. What do we do with that data on the other side? Because I mean, like, I don't know. If we're just sending weird data through, that would explain why weird things are happening on the other side. But like, I don't know. Okay, so archery offsets equal cur dot setup data index 0 index I plus oh, really? Okay, I think it's because we round it. I think it's because like uh, so I think it's because they're supposed to be like the positioning is supposed to have like a basically like a span of 3, like an effective range of 3, but it's a float, but it's supposed to like consistently apply as if it was either 0, 1, or 2, or like wait, no, 0. There's a range of 3. Um, oh yeah, yeah, okay. No, right, right, okay. Yeah, they're each supposed to have like a range of 3. So like wait, so like the wind, there are 4 possible values, but we do 4 times 2 divided by 3. Wait a second. Shouldn't it be times 3 divided by 4? Sorry, I'm just like, what are the possible values here? So like the maximum possible value is like 3 minus zero point 0.5 is 2.5 plus 3, and that turns out to that would round to 6 actually, right? Because 5.5 would round to 6. Hmm. I wonder if this should be like 2.999 or something. Because like it seems dangerous to it seems dangerous. I don't I don't think we've actually seen that bug happen. Like I don't think we've actually ever gotten a 3 value out of that necessarily. But like a perfect 3. But it could happen, and so while I'm fixing stuff here, I might as well do this as well. Yeah, zero point 0.5 rounds up. So I don't know. Archery offsets, setup data plus. So archery offsets are themselves floats. Yeah, so when was this like times 2 divided by 3 business? It has a. So there are 4 data points that it can come up with, but I guess that's like an effective range of like 3. Like the difference between the highest and the lowest is a difference of 3. Is that what we're doing? Times 2 divided by 3? Maybe. Uh, yeah, I guess so. Because we only want wind. Yeah, right. So like wind has like the like if these numbers were centered instead of like going from like indexing from 0 up, then like basically the wind would have like point 0.3. What would it be? It'd be like, yeah, it'd be like 0.33 or 1 or negative 0.33 or negative 1 as like the possible values or like the possible influences based on the values that we have. I guess. Uh, hmm. 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 Still haven't figured out like what is like wrong with what's going on here. The music I'm listening to right now is very dramatic. I think it's from Mad Max. Yeah. um, very strong drumming. Okay. So, um, what what else could have caused what we were seeing here? Well, okay, let's look at the values that we actually had here. So we had a 1 point. I should have been paying more attention. Maybe I should do more rounds of archery and like pay closer attention. And I should probably also like set up more like information so that I can make sure that like the so that it's easier to like check like what are the results, what are the what are the expected values and what are the input values and like what and how all that how the thresholds are calculated and whatnot. So all right, so cleanup actions status stars are that's basically done. What strategy? I'm gonna put this back over here for now because I'm not really working on it right now. Archery outcomes based on individual shot counts that seem to be working okay. So yeah, so what I need to do is like verify archery scoring. The thing is though, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'm gonna come back and do it. So I'm gonna kick it over to screen cam for just a moment, or face cam, excuse me. And before I go, I'm gonna see if there's another cool streamer that we can go be friends with. Right, go meet some other cool fun stream time friend people and say hello to them. So yeah, there are tons of people streaming game development. So I think it's not necessarily that there are more people streaming game development right now. I think it's just that like I look for people online at around this time of day, and so like right now I know a ton of people online who are streaming. So I need to start learning game dev streamers with other schedules now that my schedule is changing. So let's see what's good. I think this person's probably good, but I try and like find specifically people with less of a following. This person's like always good. This person's like, oh well, he's offline right now. I don't understand why that person doesn't have like a good following. Like that person like does it really well. I think it goes back to the whole thing that we were talking about earlier, but like I don't understand dev streaming. Like I don't understand what people like about dev streaming, because like if dev streaming works the way that I expected it to work, like that person would be very successful and like doing great and stuff. I don't know. Uh, all right. Oh, I know who I'm gonna host. All right. So thank you everyone for hanging out, and we got a lot of work done, which is cool. Still getting back into the whole streaming thing. It's like new again. No, it's just about just about flexing those creative muscles, right? Um, and I plan on doing that a lot more. I plan on doing it in the very near future when I come back online. After probably like grabbing a quick snack and just goofing off for a little while. And so I hope to see you guys again in the near future. I actually couldn't find anyone to host, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go cold. But I thank you again for watching. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you are. Bye, bye guys. Bye. Ah.